can see puddles behind
We now have a face to go with a fall.
It's funny when it's not you.
At times, her interview was nearly as wet as the mall fountain she walked into while texting.
When it's you, it's a totally different feeling. It's a totally different feeling.
Kathy Cruz Marrero says she was texting her and her husband's birth dates when she ran into the fountain.
The next thing I know, I'm just seeing pennies and coins in front of my face.
And soon millions were seeing her as the security camera video made its way to the web.
Check this out. A girl falls in a mall fountain
while texting. You ignorant human being.
The mishap was put to music and replayed mercilessly. It took Kathy 2 days to discover she'd become an internet star.
I'm like, are you kidding me? And my nephew's like, no, you're on YouTube. And I was like, I can't believe this. And I start crying.
Believe me, we empathize. We know how dumb but easy it is to text your way into a tree, into a pole. And there was that open manhole a texting teenager once fell into.
Like there was no warning of a big open hole.
But no one caught that on tape. It's the mall surveillance video that has Kathy mad.
I gotta show you the other angle.
You can hear laughter as someone shoots the tape. Kathy says she told a security manager that putting the video on YouTube was wrong. She says he said,
the good thing is that they didn't see your face, then nobody knows who you are. I said, I know who I am.
And she said others at the furniture store where she works recognized her. Now the security company says it's fired the guard who shared the video, and Kathy's got a lawyer.
What do you want the lawyer to do?
What needs to be done?
Not necessarily to sue, maybe to get an apology. At least she resisted answering her phone when it rang during the interview.
Well, so when you left,
the bruise on her leg is healing, but not her bruised feelings.
It's not over, and it's not going to be over. I said, you don't know how many people are laughing at.
She's got that right. Walking into a fountain is kids' stuff.
She's lucky she wasn't at the Grand Canyon, this girl.
Jeannie Mo, CNN, New York.
Adding a new name, Kathy Cruz Marrero, also affectionately known as Fountain Lady. She's literally a walking PSA for the pitfalls of texting in motion. You've probably seen the video. It's all over the internet. She's walking through a mall in Pennsylvania, texting and walking and texting, and OMG, falls right into the fountain. But the splashing mishap isn't why we're putting Fountain Lady on the ridiculous. Oh no, it's because of what has happened now. She's got a lawyer, and she's thinking about suing. That's right, suing. This is what we've come to. Now let's be clear. She's not thinking of suing because she was hurt, because she wasn't hurt. She's thinking about suing because she thinks security guards should have done more to help her, and she wants to know how the surveillance video got online. Now, Fountain Lady was on Good Morning America today, wringing out all the details.
I admit it was funny, but nobody took my feelings into consideration. I'm sorry. Nobody went to my aid. Not one single person went to my aid. It could have been anybody's mother. It could have been a senior citizen falling, you know, and would they have gotten the same treatment as I did? The fountain could have been empty. I could have been in the hospital. I could have walked into a bus, you know, got hit by a car. It can happen anywhere.
Coulda. The fountain could have been empty. Yeah, but it wasn't. I could have been in the hospital. Yeah, but you weren't. I could have walked into a bus. You know what? If they let a bus drive into the mall, maybe you'd have a case. But they didn't let a bus drive into the mall. Listen, Fountain Lady, I don't mean to get all Nancy Grace on you. I get that you were embarrassed. And yeah, it wasn't very nice that somebody put that surveillance video online. But you know the best way to make this whole thing go away? Come a little closer. Can you zoom in a little bit? Just a little advice. Stop going on TV to talk about it. Now, no one even knew what you looked like. You were just the grainy, wet Fountain Lady. You needed a towel, not a lawyer.
We intend to hold all responsible parties accountable, whether that means requesting or demanding an apology, certainly requesting an explanation for why this happened, how it happened, and certainly we want to know the identity of all persons responsible with making the video public.
Oh my God, come on, lawyer. An explanation for why this happened, for how it happened? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the lady was texting, so she didn't see the fountain, and she fell in. That's how it happened. Case closed. You're welcome. And fine, you want an apology? Guess what? You don't need to file a lawsuit to get an apology. I'm going to give you one right now. I'm sorry you fell in that fountain, and I'm sorry it was so hilarious. I'm sorry that people laughed at you. But, I mean, let's be honest. It wasn't exactly like you got nominated prom queen and then soaked in pig's blood like that poor girl Carrie. See, now, she could have used a good lawyer. Carrie would totally have a case. Public humiliation, pain, suffering, not to mention the dry cleaning bill for that prom dress. But Fountain Lady? Not so much. So chin up, pick yourself up, dry yourself off, and try not to text while you're walking into tonight's ridiculous.
Word of her run-ins with the law came out and surfaced. We doubled back and spent more time retracing her steps at that mall, talking to the DA's office and combing court records, all to cover the unexpected twists and turns in the story behind that viral video. She earned internet fame as the poster girl for the perils of texting and walking, with that now infamous tumble into a mall fountain.
Oh my God. Play it back, do it again, do it again.
Then Kathy Cruz Marrero appeared on GMA to tell her story and complained that security was too busy laughing to tend to her.
Not one single person went to my aid. It could have been anybody's mother. It could have been a senior citizen falling.
But it turns out Marrero has bigger problems than wet clothes and a bruised ego. After her appearance, she was in a Pennsylvania court for a hearing on charges of identity theft. Court documents show in 2009 she used a co-worker's credit card without permission to purchase more than $5,000 in merchandise at a Target and Zales jewelry store.
We're not 100% certain how she got a hold of that credit card. But she did acknowledge that she stole the card.
Also on her record, 4 previous criminal convictions for retail theft in the 90s and a hit and run. And while she was happy to talk to us on Thursday morning...
You did learn a big lesson, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely, George. Do not text and walk.
When we later raised questions about her criminal record and whether this caught on tape was real or a hoax, her lawyer stepped in telling us there's absolutely no indication that it was staged. That's nonsense. In April, Marrero is expected to be sentenced for her fraud and theft convictions, and we're told she'll likely face house arrest and electronic monitoring. Meanwhile, that security guard who posted the video was reportedly fired after the incident. Her lawyer now says she has no plans to file a lawsuit against the mall. Now she says she just wants an apology.
You were edging towards that yesterday. You can tell. Okay, Juju, thanks very much.